NorCal. 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
So our next topic is, as a parent, should you step in when it comes to sibling rivalries, fights, arguments, whatever it is? Like in my case, my mom and dad were very unique, to me anyway. My mom and dad were, me and my brother were 4 years apart, so my mom and dad my dad was the kind of guy, he was the old macho guy where you get away with what you can get away with. So my brother was always able to do whatever he wanted because he was 4 years older than me. When I was 12 years old, I finally got pissed at getting the shit beat out of me. I'd be watching the TV, he'd kick my ass and take the remote control. That's how he did it. Everything in my life was like that. One day I went out and got a fucking crescent wrench. I came in and I fucking just cocked his ass. Beat the shit out of him.
I was not expecting that right now.
And I took the fucking remote control.
Good for you.
My dad beat the shit out of me, but my mom said, Robert, you fucking started this.
Yeah.
If you're making it to where the biggest, toughest guy gets what he wants, this is what you're fucking doing. But as a parent, I only have one child, and it was a daughter. So I don't know how I would intervene or how I would do that as a father. But as a brother, having a brother, I think mom and dad should kind of dictate which direction things go and calm the waters to a point. Now you have, is it 37 or 31 children? You have five kids.
I got 5 kids.
How do you handle it?
Okay, so check it out. So me growing up, right, with my uncles and all that shit, my uncles, just for fun, used to make me fight my best friends. Just for fun. While they'd sit back, drink beers and shit, they used to make me fight my friends. Just for fun. And then me and my friends would get out. That's the reason why I'm the type of person, we get into an issue, we can fight, and we'll have a beer after. It's not a big deal. So I'm kind of the same way towards my kids. So I mainly have most daughters, okay? I have 2 daughters that are my own, and a son that's my own, and 2 stepkids that are still my kids. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They fight all the fucking time. I went out and bought them boxing gloves. So when they get into an issue, they fight each other. You know why? Because you guys are sisters, whatever. And honestly, I like I said, I grew up in a different lifestyle than most people. But they learn how to fight and how to protect each other. And honestly, when you fight, like they'll get into fights, and I'm like, dude, just throw the boxing gloves on. And they will throw them on, and they will fight each other. One of them might cry, but it's over with after that.
So the question is, if you're dictating them to fight and get it over with, are you making them move on when it's done, not hold a grudge?
Yeah, we're like, look, dude, you guys already fought. Just get over it. Whatever, that's your sister. You're always gonna have your sister's back. So you guys need to stop your shit, you know. But they know too. At the same time, it's like someone fucks with your sister, you're gonna fuck them up because you've been boxing and now you know. Because I have videos on my phone right now. Of 2 of my oldest daughters fucking fighting each other because they got into an argument, and I was like, here, throw the gloves on. And I just sat back, relaxed, drank my beer, and enjoyed the show.
And when it's done, it's done.
And then when it's done, it's done. And then one of them's obviously crying. But, you know, it's a hard life. Life's not easy.
So you have 2 children.
I have 2 boys.
Boys. Mm-hmm. How old are they? 19 and 24. Oh wow.
So 4.5 years.
So about like me and my brother.
Uh-huh.
How did you handle this?
Well, so this was interesting because as they're younger, you know, you're looking at a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, big difference, right?
Yeah.
And 4 and 12, big difference.
Right.
So obviously, you take care of your little brother, you don't hurt him, and then they get to the age where they bicker. But I never had siblings. I'm an only child. Their dad was an only child. So to us, we would have loved to have a sibling. So you guys better love each other. You take care of each other because that's going to be all you have when this shit's done. Like when
everybody's you pass
gone,
away,
yes,
this
is all you have.
Yeah.
So we did. I got really lucky. I never had any crazy fights that ever I knew about. I mean, maybe they did when they were home alone. Yeah, for sure. But they're a team now. I'll tell you what, they're a team now. So I don't think that if they duked it out, it didn't do them any damage. They figured it out. And I did always use, because I try to get them to not be, I have a temper real quick. I can get really pissed really quick and I can get over it really quick. But I didn't want them to get like that. I wanted them to have the opportunity to learn how to think. Could I have approached that better? What could you have done differently? So I used that a lot when I was raising them in some of their shit. And at the end of the day, they still got their ass beat. You know, get to the room, you're getting an adult. Why? Because
yesterday I said where me and my older brother aren't on talking terms right now, and I fucking have looked at him and been like, hey, I'll give you the first hit and then come after it. And I was all, and he knows that I'm crazy enough, because he's seen me fight my younger brother, like I'm going to fight him as I would any other dude on the fucking street. Yeah. So my older brother don't want none of this shit, right? But to the same regard on that is, as a kid, I see why you would do that. As an adult, me and my older brother haven't talked in over a year, and my mom still sides with my older brother and doesn't let us. So I think like there's a big misconnect on that, where I feel like if your kids are adults, it's your job as a parent to mediate and try to figure out how they can come together instead of trying to pick sides, because I think that just puts a wedge in between you both. So I mean, I would do it differently with my kids, because I'm of the sound mind of one of my favorite scenes on the show Breaking Bad is when the grandpa's there with the two like twins or whatever. I don't know if you guys ever watched this show, right? And they're fighting and arguing or whatever. And he calls over one of the kids and he's all, get me a beer or whatever. And he takes the fucking kid and holds him down. And he's like drowning one of the cousins. And he goes, this is what you wanted, right? This is what you fucking wanted. And the other kid's like, no, I just was fighting with him. Like, leave him alone. And he's like, this is what you wanted. And the fucking the brother ends up punching the grandpa in the face. Lets the kid go, and he goes, that's the way you should be with your brother at all fucking times. Okay. It doesn't matter if you guys dislike each other. You guys are a fucking unit. And that's the way I would hope that I raise both my kids.
You realize that's a movie, right? That's a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still a life situation anyway. So as me growing up, the way I deal with my uncles making me fight my friends, whatever, and now I live a different type of way. So when I get disrespected, it doesn't matter who you are. I'll tell you, hey, check it out, because I fought all three of my uncles now. I fought my brother, because guess why? Because that's the way my uncles raised me. And I was like, dude, I told my uncles multiple times, I was like, dude, you're disrespecting me. You need to stop. Blah, blah, blah. And then guess what happens? We end up fighting each other, but then guess what happens? We end up buying a beer, drinking, chilling, hugging it out, and it is what it is. It's just a fight. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that's the way I was raised, because my uncles raised me like that. And then now my uncles don't like it, because when they get out of pocket, they get hit.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're seeing this, you know you were.
So I guess what I'm saying, Sean, is don't fight your brother. I'll whoop both you guys to that.
Yeah, you guys should jump your dad.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Be like, dude, I was so proud of my kids. They jumped me. They work together.
You know, the nice thing, though, about them being your age and putting gloves on is that they're really not going to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And rather than having 14, 15-year-olds beat the shit out of each other, you got 4 and 5-year-olds punching each other with gloves.
My son's 2 years old. He'll put the gloves on.
So they're learning.
He'll slap the shit out of his sister.
But they're learning before. They're learning before they can really hurt each other.
But it's not the lesson of that. It's the lesson that, look, you guys fought. You guys had an issue. You guys got over it. But at the end of the day, it's your family that fucking matters. All right? So you're always going to have your family's back. It doesn't matter if your sister was in the wrong. Right? You're going to run up, you're going to help your sister out, it doesn't matter, or your brother, it does not matter. Like, I don't know, I just grew up different, so.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.